Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something like that? Fool, you should never mix drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't candid camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
You're joining so early. Shit the bed.
Right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I saw it go muted. I think the plug went properly in. I can't remember what I was saying now. Anyway, welcome to the Bed Shitters Club. Thank you, Peach. Oh, hello to Peach, Fallen Hill, Evil, and Kung Fu Tuber. Hello, Slingshot Warrior. Is AI robot girlfriends are the future? Kung Fu Tuber said, yes, we can hear you now. Oh, and hello, my queen. How are you? You alright? We had a quick chat before I came on. Spacey, how you doing, mate? He said, I thought more than he was playing. Yeah, I think it's where I plug my computer. No, where I plug my webcam into the computer. It's on like a 1 meter extension lead, and it's always been really fucking loose. So I like put tape on it, but it's not enough. Rich, thank you for the very kind donation the other day and enabling me to get a brand new compound bow. Love you, mate. I really do. Thank you. So yes, compound bow coming soon. It can be adjusted for draw length and draw weight. So I do appreciate that, Rich. That's why he donated for that, so that I could get one that would be exactly to my liking. And then I'll do a shooting competition with Richard on with the bows, because he sent me one about 2 years ago, and I never got around to doing it. And then I'll do a Rambo parody, but with a vest on. Kung Fu Tubes are not too bad, thanks. Hope you're good. Pete said, Rich the pimp, yes. Evil said, could be better. Our dog passed away in her sleep last night. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Evil, yeah. That's such a shame. Really, really am sorry to hear that. Sorry, there's a beep come. There's weird metallic just joined in the background. A weird beep came up, made me jump. Tactical, hey dear mate, you're alright. Yeah, that's such a shame, Evil. Yeah. Yeah. Your dog, yeah, she'd been ill for a bit, hadn't she? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. So what have I been doing today? I haven't really got a lot. I don't even know what I've done all week. So Metallic, shall we tell him about the film we watched? Fucking hell. Now, a lot of you might have seen this film. And I thought, we'll watch it just to, we'll watch it because it's one of those classics that, you know, everyone should see. Don't bother watching it. Holy fuck. I don't know if the opinion me and Metallic had on it is everyone's opinion, but we watched Gone with the Wind. And Scarlett O'Hara is a fucking piece of shit. And now, if I ever watch a film and there's a woman on there who's a complete piece of shit, I'm going to start calling him a Scarlet. Space, yeah, she's the second most hated woman I've ever seen on the telly. That's second after Claire from Outlander. Spacey said, talking dogs, new parking wanker video, and the cool new Motorhead video. I was watching the Motorhead video before I came on here, but what happened was, I think halfway through watching it, I had to reply to someone else, so I missed some of the video, but yes. Spacey said, been using Solar and fan videos to put through the edit. Ah, nice. Evil said she was 2 months away from her 16th. Oh, decent age then, at least, though. At least a decent age. But I said, oh god, yes, what a prize dildo she was. Yeah, Scarlett O'Hara, fucking absolute piece of shit. That's all I got from that film. That Scarlett O'Hara is a piece of shit. Pleasure got his package today. Glad you liked it, mate. I did see your comment. I do like all your other sticker, and that main fucking sticker, the story behind that's hilarious. Oi, oi, are you talking about Claire again? Tut, tut, that's quite an obsession. No, I wasn't talking about Claire, I was talking about fucking Scarlett O'Hara. What a fucking bitch. He should have shot her. He should have shot her. Someone should have shot her. Why didn't a Yankee shoot her in the face? But Alex said, at least my trauma scene wasn't as bad. Yeah, oh yeah, the trauma scene that you'd seen, yeah, that gave you trauma wasn't as bad as you remembered. No, it weren't. I reckon you've seen like a piss take or something. Josh, how you doing, mate? Who else came on? Brian Turner, how you doing, mate? So, holy fuck, yeah. What film did we watch last night? I can't even remember what we watched last night. Did we watch a film last night, didn't we? What did we watch last night? Instead of the poor pony. Exactly, Rich. She whipped that fucking pony to death. And then that was quite shocking, actually. So she whips this fucking pony to death, and as it collapses and dies, she gets off in like a triumphant fucking lovely scene. She's just basically killed a fucking horse. Sorry. I got a rant about something. Tonight is Scarlett fucking O'Hara. Exactly, Rich. Piece of shit she is. Animal abusing piece of shit. Husband abusing piece of shit. Oh, we watched Michael Collins last night. I wasn't impressed by that either. We did an Irish American Russian, yes. So we watched Alan Rickman do an Irish American Russian accent all in one. And yes, then bitch, there was no food. Didn't even eat the horse. Fucking, she's a bitch. Shoot her in the face. I'm going to do a remake of Gone with the Wind, and I don't know what it's going to be called, but I'm going to whip Scarlett O'Hara to death. If you notice, they're always going to star me. It's going to be me. I'm going to be the new Rhett Butler, and at that point, I'm just going to whip her to death with a riding crop, and that'll be the end of the film. So, anyone who hasn't seen Gone with the Wind, don't bother. Please don't make it 4 hours long. I'll deliberately make it 4 minutes long, just to show that you can make a better film in 4 minutes by killing Scarlett O'Hara. You bitch. Oh, that's all I got from it, genuinely. All I got from that film was Scarlett O'Hara's a fucking bitch. She's a horrible piece of shit. She fucks over everyone she meets. And there's a bit, right, and what makes it worse is, people say, oh yeah, oh she's resilient, no, she doesn't. She's a piece of shit. At one point, she buys the family home, and instead of letting her family live in it, she makes them servants in their own fucking house. What a fucking piece of shit. What a piece of shit. To buy the house and then make her sisters servants in it. Oh, the fucking, yeah, scourge of the wind, exactly, Rich. I'd have warmed my knuckles up for her face, I tell you. Timbo, how you doing? Sir Timbo. So Timbo of the Rescuing the Queen's Sanity. How you doing, mate? You right? Metallic said, we decided we would shut up and watch it properly. We hate watch most of it loudly. Yeah, no, I think we did quite well. We did quite well. We didn't slag it off while we was watching it. We slagged it off afterwards. Spacey. Watch it just to watch this fucking bitch. Oh, God. Brian said you love her, really. Maybe. Ah, I couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her. It was horrible. Horrible piece of shit. It was if it is 4 hours long, it can be cut into two, maybe, in 4 segments. Yes. In fact, no, we didn't. We bitched about her the whole way through it. Maybe we did. I can't remember. I tried to block the whole thing out. Yeah, we watched Michael Collins last night, which was a bit. It's Northern Ireland, you know, IRA origins type thing. You know, the when Ireland was split into Northern Ireland, all that. It was interesting. That one was interesting. Tom and Cheryl, how you doing? You right? I'm not too bad tonight. I'm not too bad. I did a bit of shooting today with the HDR50. Quite good fun. Took me a long time to edit the video. And then I had to be careful when I uploaded it, because sometimes if you upload things with guns on, they get a bit funny about the ads at first. But then you have to wait for them to manually check it that it's not firearms content. So I'm going to have it up tomorrow, but it is alright. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 26 people watching. And come, if you're new here, come and say hello and have a chat and talk about, you know, anything within reason. Just chat bollocks, really. It's Friday night. Oh, and I won't be on tomorrow night. Not normal times anyway. There's a chance tomorrow night I might be on late. So I am playing poker tomorrow, but we might start 6 or 7ish, which is really early. However, sometimes our poker games go on for about 6 hours. However, that means there's a potential that I might live stream at maybe midnight. So I could do a late, you know, maybe come on for an hour and then do a late night one. Metallic said confusing was what Michael Collins was, and there was an character in it too. Oh yeah, that was, yeah. What's his fucking name? Brendan Gleeson was in it without a talking role. Well, I kept getting confused who Michael Collins was, because I knew the name Michael Collins, and then I realised it's because he's a fucking he was the third person when they went to the moon, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Michael Collins was the one who stayed on the fucking ship, I think. Spacey said, you will like the parking wanker story I just posted. It was a woman driver. It really did kick off after I called her a cunt and fucking lazy. Thanks, Spacey. I'll go and watch it. O'Hara, the woman in Michael Collins. Oh, okay. What, Michael Collins had its own O'Hara, didn't it? Yes, is that what you mean? Oh, it did. Yeah. It turned out that Michael Collins had its own fucking Scarlett O'Hara bitch character that happened to be played by Julia Roberts. Perry said, Wee Baby is staying tomorrow, so if you decide to do a mod stream, send me an email, and if the Wee Baby is awake, you can all meet her. I hope she's a nighttime baby. Alright, Percy, yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, there's a small chance, because the thing is, everyone might piss off. Like, not everyone, sorry. I know Jim and Johnny, they'll stay out late anyway, but they wouldn't mind probably doing a live stream. You know, sit there drinking, chatting to you lot. I've got a feeling that some of them, when the poker will end, they'll go. So yeah, there's a chance I might do a late private stream tomorrow. Yeah, I'll come on for a bit and then I'll go private. I'll just come on for a bit so people know I'm on. So yeah, what have you lot been up to? Oh, Kevin, sorry, hello Kevin. He said, you talking about the chick from the Gone? I am, Kevin. She's a fucking bitch, isn't she? She's a fucking bitch. There's only one woman who tops Scarlett O'Hara for being a bitch, and that's Claire from Outlander. There's Reddit's dedicated to how much people hate Claire. So yeah, I don't know what else I've been doing this week. Well, I've been in the shed. What was I doing in the shed? I don't remember. I made a sling for a walking stick so that you can carry it on your back. That was for sale. That was someone buying that. I'm sure I did something else. It took a long time. Felt like it was quite a long day's work in the shed. But I can't remember now. And Talit, do you know what I've been doing? I only ask her because often if I'm doing stuff, I'll tell her what I'm doing. What the fuck was I doing? Oh no, I've been filming Spyroverse stuff, haven't I? Yeah, Spyro Files. Yes. Fool said our dog had mostly recovered from her illness. She was weak from it, just stopped breathing with her head on my arm. Guess at her age her organs couldn't handle it anymore. Very sad. Yeah, that is very sad. I suppose it's a sort of comforting way for her to go at least, though, isn't it? But yeah, what's that thing happen? Spacey, they're like me, might forget. I was honestly, Spacey, I couldn't remember what film I watched last night. Can't remember what I did in the week. I have to ask Metallic, because often I'll tell her in in the evening what I've been doing. Yeah, I filmed. So there will be. Give it a couple of weeks. Maybe within a couple of weeks, I should have a new Spyro special coming soon in a couple of weeks' time. Timber said started a video of the boar dagger. You saw it. Went, oh yes, lovely, lovely Timber. Yeah, that was a beauty. That was absolutely lovely. Nice. I look forward to that. Yeah, I did a paintball gun shooting video today. Peach, it's fucking beautiful. We had a nice little play with Timbo's knives when we was there. He got quite a few of them out for us. Spears and everything. I love going around people's houses and everyone getting out their weapons for me. It's awesome. And it's pretty cool when you see ones in real life that you've seen like someone making as well, which is quite interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I felt like I definitely spent a day in the shed though, but I cannot remember what now. I think it was I spent doing leather work, wasn't it? But it was one of those to be able to do the leather stuff. I had to spend about 4 hours in the cleaning up. Cheryl said, "How can you call Claire a bitch? She gave me a gift to give you, and thank you for being one of her biggest fans. I must get that bloody something." Cheryl, you get me that fucking present. And I'll treasure it. I would, truly, even if it is from Claire. Maybe it'll change my whole opinion on her, and I'll never think she's a bitch ever again. Timbo said it's a massive farewell to Commando knife. Yes. Spacey said, when you said about the film last night, I tried to remember what the film was I watched. Cannot remember. It's weird how you suddenly can't remember. Like, film is completely gone, isn't it? Leather work, yes, did some leather work, but I can't remember what. I don't know. I think I was making key rings and shit. I don't know. Fool said, baby was one of our dog's puppies. She chose me before her eyes were even open. Couldn't have hoped for more loyal and good guy. Yeah. Sounds lovely, mate. Sounds like you had a really good dog there, and that's fucking awesome. Pete said, nice. Got my air rifle. I was waiting for Crossman 12-shot semi-auto. Very fun gun. Took Palpax 3 years to deliver it. I remember the day like it was yesterday, Peach. We were both young whippersnappers, and Peach ordered this gun from Palpax. This was like 40 years ago when he ordered it, and they did deliver it eventually the other day, 40 years later. Palpax. Still highly recommend them though. Whatever happened to that gun that they never sent you, Pete? Did you just cancel it? They did, yeah, that's right. No, that does look good. I want one of those 1077s. They look awesome, yeah. It's like, they look like the Ruger 1022s. But it's a 177 CO2 version, and you can just keep pulling the trigger on those, can't you? Yeah, my brother's just bought a Crossman. I can't remember what it was. It's an air rifle, just under 12-foot band air rifle. Yeah, they do good ammo. I've got a lot of Crossman. What do you call it? Pellets. 12 shot, is it? Did you think it was, because it was 10-22, I assumed it was 10 shot. Not having you on, you know. Yeah. I do want one of those. They're reasonably good price, aren't they, Peach? Reasonably good price. So yeah. So there'll be a paintball gun video coming tomorrow. Timbo said, Peach, always like the look of the 1077. Yeah, they do look really nice, don't they? I like the look of them as well, Timbo. I think the only thing that used to put me off is it was because I was a bit of a... Years ago, it was, if I'm getting an air rifle, it's got to be 12 foot-pound. But I've got 12 foot-pound rifles now that if I need to do small game hunting, I've got stuff to do that. You don't buy the 1077 for hunting. It's a fun plinking gun, isn't it? Yeah. I'm lucky the tin from the Amazon seller was messed up. Another tin for me. Yeah, so Timbo got a... not Timbo, Peach got a tin of pellets. And when he opened it, it had 2 different kinds in it. Very bizarre. Kevin said, I was a Marlin Model 60 kid, but the 1022 is pretty much the gold standard semi-auto 22. Yeah, really nice gun that, isn't it, Kevin? Yeah. Very, very nice gun. I've got a Daisy Red Rider. I think, I can't remember if we ever organised it or not. I'm pretty sure he was doing it. The drop was going to make me a bigger stock for it, I think. I really like the Daisy Red Rider. You know, they're only like 2 foot-pound or something, but for knocking over cans, they're fucking awesome, and they're really accurate. Actually, you can hit something about that big. Kung Fu Tube said maybe the tin was a return from someone else. Well, that's what Pete said. Is it a return? And they said it weren't. I think that was the first time I took mine to the shooting range. I didn't get it back for an hour. The lads were having so much fun. Oh, they're awesome, aren't they? Tactical, absolutely awesome. Yeah, just really good fun, isn't it? Because you don't have to keep breaking barrels and shit like that. Spacey said, I would like to get hold of a pellet mould to make my own 2.2 pellets from Old Dead. Do you know what, Spacey? That's worth doing. That's worth having for a shit hit the fan situation, isn't it? Because there is lead you can get off of roofs. You know, you can get lead off of roofs, and then or other places, and then make your own pellets. It's probably worth getting one of them anyway, isn't it? Peter, yeah, they said it was the factory's fault. Kevin said, I have an old Daisy Powerline 880. That was pretty solid plinker. I think I know the Daisy Powerline. Spacey can be expensive to buy though. Yeah, but Spacey, don't forget there's plenty of churches near you. Where you live, there's always churches. And I'm pretty sure, you know, I personally think stealing from a church isn't a sin, because they would forgive you of it. All you got to do is get to it first. Josh, thank you for the jewels, mate. I really do appreciate that. He said, didn't know I could do that. Oh, Christ. I still don't know what they are fully, but I think it's, you know, I think that might be like 20p or 2 quid you just donated there. I don't know. Thank you, I do appreciate that. Timber said I made a bigger stock for my Red Rider from a bit of pine as patterns online. Yes, yeah, I think the dropped he was gonna get a piece of wood. He got the wood, make me a bigger stock, and he was gonna like burn in some kind of pattern or something for me, like summer. I can't remember what it was now. He was gonna burn something on it for me, I think. Dave, how you doing, mate? You right? Dave's a member of the channel, which means he also gets access to a private Discord. Now, Dave, advertise this Discord to the viewers who aren't members. Tell them how good it is. Go on, Dave. You tell them. Who else? Timbo. Timbo is a member of the private Discord. So is Peach. Yeah, go on. Tell them what they're missing. Josh said, I love my power line. It's really accurate for what it is. I want to make a wooden front and rear sight stock for it. A wooden front and rear stock for it at some point. That'd be good. Which one's the power line? Is it the one that you pump up underneath? Or am I thinking of something else? I'll have a look. I can't access my phone at the minute. Pete said, saying about the pellet mould, I'm picking up all the used pellets and keeping all the fragments in a KFC gravy pot. Can use the lead later. Well, I'll send it. Oh, thank you. Well, Pete, thank you. I appreciate that. There's 2 things I could use that for. Bandana weights. Or maybe get a mould, yeah. Oh, it's the one you pump up from underneath. Yeah, I think I had something similar. May have been one of them. Yeah, you pump it like that. Yeah. And then it's got a little bolt action. That's it, yeah, bolt action. Yes, I had one. So the only reason I weren't sure if the one I had was that is because when we was, I think we was given it, one of my mates just gave it us. It was sawn off. The stock had been sawn off, and so had the barrel. So it was highly inaccurate, but it still worked. But we never had any pellets, so we used to just put matches in it and shoot each other with it. Yeah. Metallic Mike's been sharing my foot pictures, Dave. What did Dave say? Well worth joining. 3 feet pigs. You know what, Michael? You know. How can I? No, I won't. I'm just going to shut up. You know where I'm going along the lines with this stuff. Your feet pictures, don't you? It looked like if I sent you any pictures of Metallic's feet that I've got, it would look like I have a very, very, very strange fucking fetish. Timo said, yeah, private Discord is good. Feet pictures included. Don't, you'll make her paranoid. There's no feet pictures. Certainly not of Metallic, anyway. Yeah, the pump action with the bolt action. I think I have a bunch of gems on my other account. I'll send them. Dave, thank you, mate. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, I'll have all your gems. I'm mining for gems right now, jewels. Kevin said, came with a little scope that wouldn't hold 0. Fuck's sake. Crossman Pump Master 760. Maybe tactical. I don't know the one I had. It was definitely a Crossman, though. And this was quite a long time ago. Josh said, I really want a vintage one from the 70s. Their metal body. Yeah, so the Crossman pump-up thing I had definitely had a metal body. Because we at one point, we sanded off all of the paint. If you look at some of my really old videos, right? Go on to one of my old videos, and if you see my gun board, you'll see it in the background. Peach, I'm more of a boob and an arse man, so send those. Peach, if you want to see my boobs and my arse, there's an OnlyFans account. There you go. You've got to pay for that content. Although I'll probably give some freebies to Peach. Yeah, I put a way better scope on it. They said, no, not Metallic feet, Mike's or Hobbit's feet. Oh, God. Bump Master sounds like a penis extender. Oh, God, it does. Yes. Oh, look, it went away. Gotta get in there quick, Peach. Gotta get in there quick. I'm a bit too scared to look up Pump Master, just in case it does come up with something like that. What is it? Yeah. Make sure if you search Pump Master that you put in the word Crossman. I might bite the bullet and just see what happens if I put in Pump Master for you. Shall I do it? Ah, yeah, so it weren't the Pump Master that I had, it was something older than that. And it weren't the power line either. But it was one of those. 9-inch XL Pump Master, yes. Thank you for the donation, Dave. I really do appreciate that. Dave, that'll pay for my poker tomorrow. Crossman 766 with the classic pump. Maybe it's that one. That's the one. That is the one, yes. That is it. Actually looks it properly looks like a shotgun. And I think that's why someone cut it down. Because you look at that looks just like a shotgun. Tough shit if you're on the vertical, I'm not turning it the other way around. But that does, look how much that looks like a shotgun. And I think that's why someone cut it down Yeah, lovely gun that is. But yeah, that is the one. It was the Crossman 766 that we had. Fucking pump master. Looks like a semi-auto shot. It does, doesn't it? It does. Really does look like a semi-automatic shotgun. Nick, how you doing, mate? It's just a lot smaller. But yeah, air shotgun would be so cool. I'd love an air shotgun, Peach. That's the dream. That is. Gammo actually made a air shotgun, but then they banned them over here. You weren't allowed to sell them, or you had to have a firearms license. I don't know, but you couldn't get them. Right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna search Pump Master. Fuck it, who cares? Pump Master without anything else. Try to see that then. I had to go like that because my eyes was blurry. Images. There's a pink one there. And a blue one. Well, Josh said, have you seen the full auto air rifles you can get in the States? I don't think I have, you know. I don't have. To be fair, I reckon you could easily take a pigeon with one. Yeah, ban all the fun, exactly, Pete. Barrel's a bit thin, could pass for a 410 gauge. Yeah, that's it. But it does, it's got the exact looks of a shotgun, just a lot smaller. Exactly, yeah. Timber said there was a 7.66 BB shotgun version briefly. Oh, nice. There's a second archery lesson tomorrow, a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Oh, nice. I've got a bow on the way. Richard Strains, Richard Weaponsmith. Richard Smith very kindly donated the money for me to get a bow because he knew that I wanted a compound and I wouldn't be able to afford one. And he'd seen one at a reasonable price, so he donated the money for me to buy one that can be adjusted for draw length and draw weight, so I should be able to get it perfect for my liking. Kung Fu Tube said, questionable images. Yes, I couldn't show you them. Cornish Bob, how you doing, mate? You alright? He said, good evening, guys. How's it going? Not bad, mate. How's it hanging? Not bad. Yes, Sir Bob. Sir Bob is on. How you doing, mate? You alright? Don't forget, Timbo and Cornish Bob, or anyone who's been knighted, you can change your names to Sir. Yes. Sir Bobbits. Pink one, that's the pussy pump. President, I had a Crossman 177 lever action, bolt action. I sawed the stock off and barrel off it. It was confiscated by the cops and they refused to test it as it was unsafe due to modifications I'd made. Gutted. Well, at least the thing is, it probably wouldn't have been overpowering, would it? Yeah, that one we had. This is the fucked up thing, Peugeot, right? My house and this room had been raided like probably 4 or 5 times. All that time, that fucking sawn off Crossman was on the wall, and also the thing that my brother got done partly of a firearms offence was on the wall. Yeah. Goes to show, doesn't it, that they don't check properly. Cornish Bottom Metallic, all the love from me and Vix. Hope you're both alright. Hello Vix, if you're on. You're alright. Kevin said, yeah, there's some crazy air rifles out there. I know some hit with the same force as a 45 ACP. And people use them for hog hunting. Frog hunting. Same thing. Yeah, we was working out what the dropped has got a break barrel air rifle that's 28 foot-pound. Now the legal limit for a UK air rifle is 12 foot-pound without a firearms license, and that's good enough for hunting rabbits, pheasants, pigeons, small game, squirrels. Yeah, that's what I'd love. One of those Crossman M4 177. You know what, Tactical? I was literally looking at a video of them, not yesterday, the day before, because I'd really like one of them. They look well nice, don't they? I've been waiting for years for a company to actually bring out realistic looking air rifles, because I always used to think, why don't someone do it? Why don't someone bring out air rifles that look like fucking, you know, proper guns? And they do now, though, and they're fucking awesome. And they're not that badly priced, are they? Fuck it, it'd be good. It's good enough just to sit on display. They said, very nice. Looking forward to seeing the video of it. I don't think you've done a bow video for. I don't think I've done a bow video for years. Not my own bow. I've got a couple of videos of metallic bow. They said, yeah, some 50 cal air rifles from the US is nuts. Yes, well, you know, you can get like 9mm air rifles over here. But yeah, I know what you mean. But I love that. I love that fun. Went right. Hang on, I loved that gun. Went right through a buckfast bottle. 200 reservoir for ball bearings, fired pellets and darts. Nice. Josh said, yeah, you can get full power ones easy over there. I'd love a full power air rifle. Ammo would be much cheaper. Well, exactly. Yeah, the drops is like 30 foot-pound. He can shoot for fucking. He's got like 400 meter fucking shooting range if he needs it. Mine was mostly plastic, looked like a toy. Bob says, she says hi. Starstruck, bless her. Vex, it was lovely meeting you, and I hope I get to meet you again and we can have a drink with you. We had a really good time, actually. Zach said, how did your friend get on with the pain pads, Bob and Vix? Yeah, how did your mate get on with the pain pads? Pete said, I get the itch now, won't I? Be buying more pellet lobbers. Yeah, definitely. Well, this happened here at the minute, Pete. Like, we're out every other day shooting now. It's quite good fun that Jim and Jay are into it as well, because I don't know what made them buy air rifles, but they suddenly just bought some. It might have been me talking about fixing mine that got them thinking, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some shooting. Josh said, I've got a Vietnam era M16 air rifle BB gun on the wall. Love it. I put the original furniture on it, but it's a part of the Haven't Shot It Club. Had it about 2 years. Yeah, but you know, looks good enough, doesn't it? You know, but yeah, I get you. Timbo said, I've been saving money, can't decide between an M1 carbine or an M4 CO2 replica. Oh, I don't know. Both of those would be mental, though. Wouldn't they? Kevin said, Air Force Texan SS is a pretty crazy one. They make it multiple calibers. Nice. College Bob said, Vic's not tried the pain pads yet. Let you know how she gets on when she does. I really like them. I think they're great. They work really well for me. That was Timbo who recommended me those. Persia said, I've been looking for a 3D printed model of the Sten guns and some other bits. They look good. And the prices are reasonable. So, I'll tell you what, Persia. I was in the museum. I think it was the Leeds Armory. Or no, it wasn't. It was the one I went to with metallic. Anyway, gun, like a military museum. Actually, it weren't a Sten gun. It was a Sterling submachine gun. And I don't know where you'd buy it, but they had this fucking absolutely fucking immaculate, beautiful replica Sterling submachine gun. It was fucking beautiful. I like the Sten, but I've always had a bit of a thing for the Sterling submachine gun. I think it looks really nice. It's just because it's so unusual looking. I like the weird looking guns, but that still look nice, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, Cornish Bob and Vix, what you two been up to then? You been up to much? What's everyone been up to? I'm going to be playing poker tomorrow, so if I am on tomorrow, it might not be till maybe gone 12. If I am on. Depends. Wish me luck. I need this money. Timbo said to Pete, yeah, but the M1 is lovely looking. Yeah, they both are. Nowadays, I think if I bought any guns, I'd probably buy stuff that I can shoot now. Because I used to be like happy with anything really, you know, replicas, blank fires. But Well, but that was in the days when you couldn't really get much that looked realistic unless it was a replica or a blank firer, and I mean in metal, or a DIAC. DIACs were way too expensive. Pistols, they also are quite expensive. So yeah, but nowadays you can get these bloody CO2 pistols that are fucking smack bang on exact replicas. Whereas it always like the Robocop Auto 9 pistol. There is a CO2 version. Yeah, that was always cool gun, wasn't it? Basically, yeah, the places I was looking at, even at a Lewis gun, might get something. Remind me to send you like a link to this, someone on Discord, but I found a company that sells a lot of weird random replicas, and I think I mentioned this. A lot of weird stuff, like the fucking fully silenced 2.2 pistols and that, like the Liberator, like replicas. Some of them are just like resin replicas, but they still look pretty cool and they're quite cheap. And for the ones that are modern, they can be sold because they're brightly coloured. They're not painted though. They're brightly coloured because they're just covered in brightly coloured tape. And then it says on the website that, you know, if you then get yourself the VCRA thing or whatever, you can take the tape off. You know, I'm not recommending anyone do that, but without a receipt, how can anyone prove how long you've had that gun anyway? And you can own them when you get them anyway. I think a lot of it is just it has to be that colour to be sold, not owned. I may be wrong about that, but still, how would anyone prove it? Not that I'm recommending people do that. Gracie said, "Wish you luck tomorrow. Hope you get a poke." Thank you, mate. Thank you. Just looked on Fleabay. 1/3 size model guns can be stripped. 40 quid though. Quite dear, but yeah, it depends if you want it, doesn't it? Kevin said, "I got to shoot a Sterling when we did cross training with the Royal Marines. It was at the end of its service life. We couldn't fire it in bursts or a jam. No problem on full auto. Nice. Well, who wants to do semi-auto when you can do full auto? But it's a reasonable compromise with the wife, because I'm sure as shit she wouldn't be happy if I spent 500 quid on a decent DIAC." Well, exactly, mate, exactly. Pete said, "If you are after cheap single action revolver, a bunch of brands make them now, Red Ryder and Umax." College Boss said, "I've been practicing some tunes. Vix has been working. I've been mainly avoiding the holiday makers." Well, exactly. It's hot summer holiday, isn't it? Bob, I will at some point requisition you for a folk Spyro song, but we'll talk about that when I need it. But that would be fucking brilliant. We'll probably save that for the shit nights of Penn Island episode. But as I said, the one I was looking at were 3D printed. That's supposed to say poodle kits, and they are black plastic. Nice. Well, someone remind me, and I'll put on the link to this website where this bloke sells these replicas. Shotguns on there, sawn off shotguns, all like replicas or DX or whatever, you know, cheap prices as well. Josh said the Lewis gun would be cool. I've got Desert Eagle and a Colt Python 3D printed, nice. Model kits. I was trying to work out poodle kits. I was trying to work out what poodle kits were. It was my dad has called now after babysitting him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, good luck with that, Eve. Is that what you're doing tomorrow? Grace said, "Be nice if we could simply own these guns." Exactly. The real ones. Umax makes a great CO2 Peacemaker pistol, which is surprisingly accurate. Nice. Carnage Bob said, "Okay, sounds like a great idea. Can't wait." Oh, I can't. Carnage Bob, you're a great musician. It was wonderful hearing you do your music in person. Yeah, I will. I'll come up with some idea. Not yet though, but I reckon you could do some kind of like folk medieval type sounding song. I was 2222. Sorry, I'm a bit weirdo for that. Yeah, song. Josh said, there's 3D printed He-Man sword. I've been eyeing up. Nice. Well, you know, people are into that kind of stuff, aren't they? Richard was threatening to make a He-Man sword for years. I don't know if he's going to bother now. So yeah, so tomorrow will be poker, but it's quite early. So I'm going to try and have a lay-in tomorrow because I want to start late. So I'm only going to have about fucking 7 hours of the day before I've got to do stuff. Before I've got to play poker, sorry. So I don't know. I don't have to do anything tomorrow. I've got the video of me shooting the paintball gun is scheduled, so that's good. Going through tubes, I wouldn't mind Sword of Omens. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what that one is. I'm just going to put my phone back on charge before I forget. By the way, not changing the subject, but I know that definitely Metallic will be bored shitless of gun talk, so if you've got any other topics, bring them up now. Steel is too expensive and it'd be a ton of grinding. Yeah, it would be hard work, Rich, wouldn't it? Power of Grayskull, yes. Oh, that's the sword from Thundercats, is it? Yes. Nice. Yeah, I like Thundercats. Under this wallpaper is Thundercats wallpaper from when I was a kid. I've been in and out of this room through the years. Yeah, there was Thundercats wallpaper under it at one point. Cornish Bob said, I'd love to have the sword that turns blue when orcs on it. Oh, yeah, Sting. Yeah. Well, you used to be able to buy that. I don't know if it. I don't think it would actually glow blue, but you probably still can buy that places. Yeah. That'll Sting, man. I really actually the shape of that little sword is quite nice. It's very, very large dagger shaped, isn't it? Yeah, I remember Thundercat's sword. Need to look through the guard. Kevin said that was 2017 in Devonport, Plymouth, and I remember it being a really nice area. I hope it's still the same. What was that, Kevin? I've missed something there. Probably the cartoon that started my fascination with martial arts. Nice. If Thundercats had the red symbol in the centre of the guard, that's it. Yes. Yeah, no, I remember. I had the fucking toys and everything. Mum Ra. Mum Ra was always quite a weird one. It was Mum Ra, wasn't it? Oh, nice. Yeah, sorry, Kevin. That was so far back, I couldn't remember. Yeah, that's where we went to do the cross training with the Royal Marines. Yes. Oh, okay. Cheers. Never really watched Thundercat. Yeah, Thundercat. Yeah. Mum Ra. Mum Ra. So Metallic. What else have we watched recently? Have we only watched them 2 films? That's what I fancy, Chitara. I could never catch her. Was He-Man's cat called Snarf? Maybe. I don't know. That was like the... Oh, I don't know. What's the green cat? Oh, yeah, Cringer. Canal Cringer. There we go. Got us on fucking cartoons. If we're going to talk about cartoons, I want to talk about Yorot Sakadoji, Legend of the Overfiend. Who's seen that? And if you haven't seen it, watch it. In fact, I can't remember. We haven't chatted much this week. No, I don't think we have. I don't know. Josh said, I reckon I'm the only person my age to like all the old cartoons. The talent said, my battery's on low and I can't be asked to plug it in, so I'll be gone. So, alright, my queen, fair enough. Fair enough. You missed out on a treat last weekend. It was quite a funny live stream last weekend. Snarf was also the Thundercats, was it? Nice. But I said, let's face it, the Thundercats weren't the good guys. They tried to steal an inhabited planet and then tried to upset the natural order on the planet by introducing space travel to an undeveloped world. They broke the Prime Directive. I never thought about it like that, but yeah. Pete said, how goes everyone's workouts? So I must admit, I missed a day yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know. I missed one, but I needed to get on. But yeah, no, not too bad. I'm on my, like, what's the word? I'm on my weight limit, if that makes sense, that I do. You know, it ain't very heavy, but it's what I do for my workouts, so I don't fuck myself up. Because I'm more just like, my workouts are more just trying to make sure I get at least half an hour's worth of exercise a day. You know what I mean? Not trying to build muscle, not trying to, you know, it just use weights to exercise, so I'm doing something. You know what I mean? So they don't have to be heavy. Persia said Mumra isn't the bad guy. There's a few things like that they're not really the baddie's not the baddie, isn't it? I can't think of one off the top of my head though. Italic said I had a sports the rapist upper body massage today. Okay, sports therapist. Bloody painful, but my neck worked properly after. Woo! I'm gonna have an early night though. Bloody shattered. Lee, how you doing, mate? The humans were the good guys in Avatar. Fucking hell, I'm not struggling to read now. Rita said, watched The Man Without a Face recently, thought it was an alright film. Is that new or old, Rich? I've not seen that. I've seen Eyes Without a Face. And I can't remember, when I watched Eyes Without a Face, if I'd heard the Billy Idol song before or after. I don't know. My exercise is when I can feel up to going out wheeling into town. Fair enough though, Space. You get out at least though, don't you? You know what I mean? Peter, get some rest, Metallic, and have a good book. Yes. All my books are good. Evil said they didn't try to steal the mutants. No, they didn't try to steal it. The mutants of Plunder did. The Thundercats not only didn't harm even a tree to build their base because it was their ship. Fair enough. Old film Mel Gibson. Alright. I might watch Apocalypto soon. I've seen it before. But I bought it recently on DVD for like £2. I haven't got around to watching it yet. Again. Evil said, not only that, they freed and protected the Beastmen and the Robeer Burbles. Okay. And he said, have to walk more now, I ain't got a car. Fair enough. Gets your work, gets your legs working, at least they leave. Thank you for the jewels, Josh. I really do. I am mining those jewels today. But I said, did anyone invite them? No, they tried to steal the planet. I will die on this hill. Bunch of bricks. More like plunder cats. That is great, Pete. Yeah, it's more like plunder cats. Yes. Yes. No, they crashed because of mutants. Why am I so fucking tired suddenly? College Bob says, still has to be Braveheart, my favourite Mel Gibson film. My favourite Mel Gibson film is I was trying to think of something really shit that he's been in. There's quite a few films. But I don't mind Mel Gibson. I don't really like him as a person per se. As far as I'm aware, as a person, he's a proper dick. But his films can be quite good. Maybe not historically accurate, but that doesn't matter. That not being historically accurate doesn't make a film shit. Not really. Braveheart's great. Mad Max great. Yeah, I've loved a bit of Mad Max. Kevin said, watched Rambo 2 with the girlfriend last night and she got mad at me because I said the Vietnamese girl who says Rambo was wife material. Yeah, we were soldiers. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one, you know. Or I might have. You do crack me up, Kevin. But yeah, Apocalypto's good. Lee said, my favourite film he made to me has to be Passion of the Christ. Nice. Controversial. Yeah, that's quite a good film, though. If you like your gore. I'm completely non-religious, so I just watched it for the spectacle of blood. Persia said, then they should have filed an insurance claim. If someone crashes into your front garden because of someone else's fault, they don't get to move into your house. Exactly. You tell them, Persia. You fucking tell them. Josh said it's the Vietnamese one. I'm quite big on Vietnam War as of recently. Yeah, no, it's all right, Josh. I know what the film's about. It's the Australians in Vietnam, innit? But I just don't. I think I might have seen it once, but not properly. Yeah, no, do you know what? In all honesty, I think two of my favourite war films of all time are both Vietnam films. And that would be Apocalypse Now, but in particular, Apocalypse Now Redux, which I think has about 45 minutes added on. So it's like the director's cut with like 45 minutes added into it, so it's a lot longer than the standard version. Really, really good film, Apocalypse Now Redux. And I like Platoon. Yeah, Platoon, fucking awesome as well. Platoon was the other one. Yes. Has he ever been in a crap movie? He must have. He must. She is, though, Kevin. Comes in clutch with the Uzi. Oh, what, the Vietnamese woman who was a wife material. Hello, 99er, because I nearly said something else. Hello, mate. So I really liked your video about making the self-defense walking cane from crutches. You're allowed to carry batons for self-defense here in the States, but I use a cane where weapons are banned. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, that's the thing in the UK. You've got to think of things that can be legally carried that you can defend yourself with if you want to stay within the law. You know, if I didn't want to stay within the law, I could carry something else. But tactical, if you only noticed the crutch cam. You're watching the crutch cam, are you? So yeah, self-defense. I'm glad you liked it, mate. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I sold one. I sold one of them. Josh said, yeah, they're my two favourites. Persia said, I like the fact that at the end of Rambo 3, there is a shout out to the brave members of the Mujahideen. I know, that's fucking insane. When I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing. It was mental. It was absolutely mental, yes. The heroes of the Mujahideen, fucking hell. Not knowing that 10 years later, that would be the fucking, 15 years later, that would be the enemy, Jake, how you doing? He said, have the police ever bothered you about your weapons? Not my weapons, they haven't, no. So my house has been raided quite a few times, but that's because when I was young, I did have quite a reputation with the police, and so did my dad. We used to get in a lot of trouble. And then over the years, we've got raided a few times, but never for my weapons, and I've never been done for any kind of weapons offence. And they've seen them, and yeah, never had any issues with them. Collins Bob said, one of my favourite films is Apocalypse Now. I love the surfing sketches. Yes, yeah. Charlie don't surf. Persia said, I kept the video box set because of that. What was that, Persia? What did I miss there? Oh, the fucking Mujahideen, the heroes of the Mujahideen. Like mental. I fucking pissed myself laughing when I saw that. Because the irony of it, watching that so many years later, yes. They said we did the background activities for Full Metal Jacket whilst I was training at Basingbourne Barracks. Back in, oh, did you really? Oh, that's mental. That's mental. That, yeah, normally on mobile. Ah, so you don't, yeah, you don't get to see that properly then, yes. Yeah, got the crotch cam, we got OnlyFans if you want to go to that. Burger said anything is a weapon if you're brave enough, yes. Yeah, that is very cool, Lee. Josh said that's cool. Gavin said this stream is dedicated to the brave fighters of the merger thing. No, it is not. Don't make me say that. Don't fucking clip that either. Fucking hell. Jake said, I'm glad you're keeping out the nick nowadays. Oh gosh, yeah, no, I've not been in trouble for a lot of years, and even when last time I got actual arrested and taken out of a police station was probably 2017. And I hadn't done anything, so they just interviewed me, realised that they was going off a load of bullshit fucking information, and let's go. It was weird that time. I put a video on recently about it, and what the weirdest thing about it was they came round here. With a magistrate's warrant for stolen, like receiving stolen tools, right? But what they took was loads and loads and loads of really old tools. It was weird as fuck. So they didn't take any new tools that was in there. None of them was nicked anyway, but they didn't take anything new. They took all the old ones. And my dad was like, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they taking all these old tools? You know, maybe they assumed that we'd like got a load of like nicked, you know, like someone had nicked someone's work tools, you know, because they wouldn't be new, and then sold us some, but that weren't the case, and they bought them all back. Yeah, fucking dickheads. But some twat had, you know, it was either a made up warrant just to get into my house, or some bullshitter had made that up. You know what I mean? Like some grass. Lee said couldn't find him in Afghanistan when I was there. So not so brave. What, the Mujahideen? Yes. Kevin said Coffer's acting like Florida tweakers. Yeah, very, very weird. Eva said, I'm shocked pencils are still legal. You could get one dangerously sharp. You certainly could. But yes, that fucking, yeah, the brave fighters of the Mujahideen. Fucking hilarious fucking shit. Absolutely hilarious. I'll do a bit of a cosplay. When I get this bow, Peach recommended I get a step drill bit, put it on the end of an arrow, and do a Rambo tribute. I will not be doing it topless though, because if I show my body like that, oiled up, I think people would never be able to leave my channel. There'd be everyone coming on it to see my naked, oiled, sexual fucking body. So I'm not going to wear a vest. Right? Gavin, I think the newer version they changed it to the people of Afghanistan. Nice. They'd be swarming. They would, Jake. They'd be absolutely swarming. We'd not be able to hold them back. They'd be knocking at my door. Oil up, here's 20 quid. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it realistically. Oh, I've got a wig. I've got a black wig. Just I will wear a black wig for it. I promise you. I'll just not be doing it topless. I don't think I'd even do it fully topless for £1,000. It's not enough for the ridicule I'd have to live up to for the rest of my life. My dad said just need to wear the top Penny got you, with the writing on it. Yes. But no, I've got a wig. I've got a black wig. I'll wear the black wig, bandana, black vest. Yes. It's better not make any more jokes like that, or I might give them ideas. Fuck's sake. Cornish Bob said, paint yourself silver, Mike. You'd be the perfect silver surfer icon. Maybe one day, Bob. But I'll definitely do the Rambo cosplay. Yeah, tribute. Can't wait. What I'll do, I think I'll just do a standard like review and test of it, and then I'll do a little Rambo bit as well, just as a joke. More slime surfer than someone's having piss off. Oh god. I'm a slime surfer. Feels like I'm choking on shit right now. I love quoting things wrong. That's my favourite thing. I love quoting stuff completely wrong. But so people sort of know what I'm talking about, but not. Me wear a shower. I don't know what a shower Kahim is. in memory of the Mujahideen. Can you not stop making me say the word Mujahideen? Please. Smirnoff Surfer. Now that, Evil, is the correct answer. Yes. Did I put my phone back up to charge? Smirnoff Surfer, definitely. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get my fucking booze for tomorrow. Oh god. Just fucking order it online. Deliver it. It costs about £5 more, but yeah. So hopefully poker should be good tomorrow. I know that at least would like more. But I think there's at least 5 of us playing. That should be me, Jim, Jay, Johnny, and Sam. It's weird when we play poker. There's Jack, Josh, Jay, Johnny, Jim, John, and then me. Everyone's a J. Gotta get all those costumes ready. Well, you know what, Peach? Me and you, although you'd probably be too big, you're probably too big to do it now. We still need to do the Abby and Ellie fucking cosplay. I am still up for that. Yes. Me said I meant Shalwa Kazir. It's the rag heads wherever. Don't make me say that word. No, oh no, it's what the no, it's the rag. No, I'm just gonna shut up. I was trying to turn that into a more acceptable phrase. Pete said, "What do we do now? One night costume, one Halloween costume, and then some. So you definitely need a night's costume." Ellie and Abby is pretty fucking easy. We've both got those clothes anyway, because they both wear bloke's clothes. But you need a knight's costume, definitely. That's for the shit Knights of Penn Island. Which will come soon, it's just I need to do... Still need to do, I can't remember what to say now. Still need to do episode 1. Original old Peach as Ellie would knock Mike's Abby to tomorrow. He's the wrong size now. He's too big to be yeah, well he's Abby size now. He should be playing Abby. Not swapping. It wouldn't work. I don't think it would work, Peach, if I was it wouldn't work if I was Ellie. It just wouldn't work. Josh said I'm off now, have a good night. Take care, Josh. Nice having you on, mate. Yeah, see you. If I'm on tomorrow, it won't be till after midnight probably, so if not, I'll see you next week. See you later, mate. No white satin then, Mike. Not for me. Not white. No white satin for me. Screw Rambo look on Discord. What do you mean tactical? You know. Oh, screw Rambo look on Discord. Oh, I ain't got my phone near me. Hang on. Have you done my Good night, Metallic. Sweet dreams, my queen. Speak to you tomorrow at some point. My computer's being weird tonight. Very slow. Fucking hell. Do you know what? That nearly looks right. That's sort of... Fucking hell, that's sort of creepy. Yes. I can't remember his name now. Where are we? I'll get my phone and show you in a minute. Is that the bad from Commander? Yes, can't remember his name. What's his fucking name? Bennett. Bennett, yes. Cosplay the French Torture. Yeah, let off some steam, Bennett. Lee said, got to go, get up early tomorrow. So not. Good night, Lee. Thank you for the donation, mate. I really do appreciate that. Carnage Bob said, I saw on Timo they're selling hoodie that looks like Knight's helmet and arm. I've seen them. I have seen them. I did. I've got the Bennett costume up in the loft. I know. First year I've done it. I fucking done it. Fucking tactical. Better bloody remember I did it because I did it for him. I'll get my phone out just so people can see it. Yeah, I done Bennett. Why does that one not look right? What's wrong about it? Fucking weirdly creepy, that one. That's the hairline. There's nothing wrong with that one. But the other one I think looks a bit better. Fucking hell. There's me as Bennett. Yeah, I did it for Halloween, didn't I? Peter, make sure you look at the customer picture on Tmall. I don't trust our generated clothes. No, totally. Childversity used to do chainmail looking hoodie, but I wouldn't want to sport him in any way. Nah, fuck that. Going to love how Bennett was just like someone's random drunk Aussie uncle. Bennett was great. I love the actor who plays Bennett. Still a good Bennett, yes. It's the eyes, they're too big. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. It's opened my eyes like a normal person. Yeah, that's why it always looks wrong. They make my eyes look like a normal person's, and then you're like, his eyes have never been that wide. My eyes don't open that wide. Do you think I am normal or something? Look at the state of them! Got nightmares staring at those eyes. With sweat on me. Saying it like it's a real person. It's actually me. And this one, yeah, the eyes are too big and weird, look. I'll bring the eyes up slowly, don't have nightmares. Oh god. That's the last time your eyes were that wide was when you got around him. Yes, definitely. Like so. One for the wank bank. Where's in Mad Max? Then in Shrimp on the Barbie. If you all had to wear a Halloween costume, what would be your ultimate costume to wear? What costumes would we? I don't know. That's a very hard one to answer. Crow's Nest, how you doing, mate? You watched Priest, did you? Was that the one with Paul Bettany in it? Peach, would you go as Slingshot Warrior, would you? It's the eyes and the 2 points of light that makes you look unnatural. AI always does. AI, I think, is really easy to spot. It's because there's always something weird about it that doesn't look right. And I know they wouldn't be great anyway, but even if you see like the most realistic picture of people that they've made, there's always something that makes you go, yeah, it's Uncanny Valleys type thing, isn't it, Pete? It's a summit that don't look right. And even, you know, they can make like videos that look amazing, but you can always tell they're AI. There's just something. AI can't make footage that looks real. There's something about the way. Oh, so I watched a couple of clips earlier of like, I think it was an action sequence of a woman being chucked into a gladiator's pit and then fighting like a dinosaur type thing. But even when they talk, isn't quite right. It doesn't know how to do the mouth properly. it enunciates too much. I think it's hard to explain, but when it's just, you can spot it every time. I think every time, even with just a picture, which should be harder to do. Spacey said Buffy the Vampire Slayer when the dress-ups came to life. Nice. I've done a few, Bob. Rorschach, Anakin Skywalker, a Tusken Raider, cheese costume made from real cheese. I used AI on a photo of me to make me smile. It made me look Chinese. Kevin said, because our ancestors had to be wary of skinwalkers. That's my theory. You can spot it. You can always spot it a mile away. Exactly, Kevin. I think you're right. Saint, how you doing, mate? AI, the shadows look off all the time. There's like 20 plus light sources. That's it, Rich. It's something like that. There's either too much of something, or the movements are too much. As I say, even with just talking, the mouths move slightly too much for the words they're saying. Even if it's like really, really, really good AI as well. Talking never looks right, ever. Just never does. Yeah, there's always some little giveaway, isn't there? 4 skinwalkers, yeah. Face, I'm still using that eventually. That's on the what do you call it? The Discord. Tigers' ears have fake eyes on them to dissuade predators. What the fuck was preying on tigers for so long that it had to evolve fake eyes? Yeah, that's mental, isn't it? I know. I like the idea of wearing extra fingers so you can claim all video evidence is AI. That is a fucking good idea. I'm going to start wearing gloves with 6 fingers on there when I commit my crimes. Oh, no, sorry. When I walk about, I don't commit crimes. 99, I said a lot of boomers in the US believe even the craziest AI. It's hilarious, mate. It's hilarious what people fall for. But I don't think Now, there may have been AI things that I've not realised was AI, but I think I could nearly always spot any AI. Because the other thing it does is, the more it generates faces, the more they're becoming similar. Because it's picking from the same... If you asked AI to make a picture of a beautiful woman, 100% you'd spot it instantly that it's... AI, because it does this generic what it thinks a beautiful woman is, and then they start to look the same as other AIs that do other pictures of women, if you know what I mean. Richard said, if we can see your eyes, we know it's AI. It's not. Yes, that's the thing, Rich. When the AI takes over and starts, apparently AI is going to take our jobs. So when AI starts imitating me, you'll know it's not me when my eyes are actually open, alright? There's the clue. There's the clue. And also, I'll have all my teeth again, because that's the other thing it does. Every time AI... I've got a thing that can... I've got a thing on YouTube, vidIQ, that will make AI thumbnails for you. Every single time it does an AI thumbnail of me, it gets rid of that gap. So there you go. If I've got all my teeth, and they're perfect as well, or no, actually, if my teeth suddenly don't run in a perfect line like that, because they're worn down, if I've got actual normal teeth that go like that, it's fake. You've just given away your browser history. Piss off. We all know it's not you when it's got 5 fingers now, yes. Oh, gosh. AI could never violate OSHA safety standards as good as me. It's going to try and... I don't believe... Every time I see something saying AI is going to take your job, I think it ain't going to take my fucking job, mate. It's not going to take my job. And if it is, it's going to be fucked. But yeah. Ain't going to be taking my job. However, it could imitate me on YouTube. The thing is, though, which is, I think is quite good, YouTube are actually getting a bit funny with, like, AI only channels now and not letting them monetize themselves, which isn't, you know, it's not really fair, because there are people who actually make quite good films just using AI, and they're not using it to exploit and, you know, and being lazy. They're putting a lot of effort into it, and, you know, because you still have to make it right. They're just using AI to do the scenes, you know what I mean? Still has to be edited and put together and all that, and then these people can't be monetized now. So I'd like to see AI get pissed up and go on a 3-day bender, because exactly saying it's never going to happen, is it? Do I look like I'm scared of AI? Not in the slightest. Yes. How you doing, Sanctuary? What you been up to? I think I missed one of your comments. Army is doing weapons drills right next to me. Tempted to go in the woods and have a gander. Lots of fighting. Don't get shot. Fucking hell. You want to he's fucking gone suicidal, ain't he? What you been up to, Shane? I still say please and thank you to AI, so when they do take over, they'll spare me. I'll be honest with you, I'm only rude to AI when everyone's about. Since I'm on my own, me and AI, we're like that. Not really. Crow's Nest said, what job do you do, Mike? AI only do basic stuff. Doing my job right now. Do you think AI can imitate this? I'm doing my job right now. I'd like to see AI make a fucking leather sheath. I'd like to see AI make a fucking stuffed walking stick. 99 said, I saw the news about the London stabbing attack, and that's concerning given the laws around self-defence in the UK. I suppose that cane would have really come in handy. Better than nothing, innit? The thing is, a lot of people don't realise you just have to get creative. You know what I mean? Just get creative and make sure you've got stuff that, you know, that you can defend yourself with, and if that involves some kind of armour in a backpack and something heavy that you can defend yourself with. Yeah. So it's nothing much. Bought some 1095 steel off eBay for 13 quid. Should be coming tomorrow. Nice. I've got a bow coming. Richard very kindly donated the money to buy a bow, which is fucking awesome. Thank you, Rich. So yeah, I've got a bow coming that can be adjusted for poundage and draw length, so I should be able to adjust it perfectly to what I want. That should be good fun. That should be coming. Maybe that might come tomorrow. What else have I got? I think that's it. It can, well, so the bow, Saint said, what's the price? It can vary from £30 to £60. I'll probably, depending on how fit I feel at the time, set it to about 35, 40. Maybe even 30, 35. It depends. Depends what my chest feels like, because I've got a injured chest muscle and my shoulder's fucked. So might just have it at 30. We'll see. I think I'll have it at what's comfortable to shoot, but powerful enough to, you know, do something. Hit the target. Kevin said, Pope Leo is starting a new crusade against the clanker menace. I love the word clanker. Yes. AI is restricted fall. It's exactly, Crow's Nest. It can't do fuck all, man. Can't do fuck all. Just remember, there's always a fucking off button. And don't be fooled by all these films that make you terrified of AI. Turn the fuckers off. Also, in theory, if we absolutely had to wipe out some kind of AI, couldn't we just do some kind of massive EMP and just destroy all the electrical stuff? We're back to the Stone Age, but we wouldn't be dead. Yeah, we wouldn't be back to the Stone Age, though. Because once you've wiped it all out, rebuild it. I'm talking shit, but in theory. Richard says 30 to £60, so it shouldn't be too much. Saints said, very nice. Be looking out for that video. Cornish Bob said, did anyone see the footage I sent? Did any of the footage I sent you make sense? Because Kenny filmed it. Cornish Bob, I haven't watched it properly yet because I was going to wait until I did the footage my footage to match it up. So I'll check it soon. But I just assumed it would be all good. I assumed it'd be all good, but now you say that, maybe it ain't. I hope it's all good. Now, what I thought, Bob, was when I get round to filming my bits, which will be soon, then I'll watch them because I like a surprise to see. But yeah, it might all be fucked. It might be upside down. It might have been pointing it in the wrong place. Oh god. AI killer robots. Yes. Kevin said if you get caught trying to burn down data center, just say I am Pope Leo's top guy. Correspondent had a lot of fingers in the footage, bless him. I'll check it out soon, but I was going to wait till I actually just did shooting for it. Evil said, tell that to the AI that escaped and tried to upload malware to GitHub. Well, no, and there were the ones that, started talking in a language people couldn't understand, so they turned them off. But that's the thing, they turned them off. There must be some way of stopping it travelling by somehow stopping. I don't know. I've not really thought about it. And I don't know, but there must be a way of stopping it travelling. You know what I mean? Spacey said, "Shit, just remembered I did send you that Y-Files link last week. Did Evil watch? If you did send that, did you send it to me or?" So Spacey, if you sent it to me, I don't think I've seen that. No, did you send it? No, I don't think you did, mate. No, I don't think you did. I challenge AI to decipher drunk Geordie. Exactly. It's never going to do it. Never going to do it. No, you didn't send me Saint. Fucking Spacey. Saint said Terminator saved the world on a moped and a scattergun. All we need is Mike on his push bike and a slowback. Exactly. And a fucking off switch. And some kind of EMP. Just, you just direct me to the local fucking internet station and I'm going to turn it off. AI is connected to the internet. How can it be stopped? Turn the internet off. Turn your computers off. I don't know. I don't really know. They're writing their own code, trying to hide it from the developers. They'll find a way out eventually. Yeah. Fuck 'em. Turn it off then. Turn it off. Who knows? I'm not scared of AI. We'll all be long dead by the time that happens anyway. Just, that's what they are. Here's the new conspiracy theory. What's this? This is how they're going to stop everyone in the world, apart from the higher ups, from viewing the internet. What they're going to do is say the AI has escaped into the internet. We now need to shut off all of the internet around the whole entire world, all of it, and no one's going to have the internet anymore. And then secretly, they're going to have the internet, the higher ups. There you go. That's my prediction of the future. No more internet for us because the AI took over, right? And really, we won't have it, but all of the higher up, rich people will have it. That's my prediction. Turn off the net. They've stole your job there, Mike. Well, true. They've done it, yes. All AI has to do is trap me is build a neon sign with pints for £1. I'd be like, I'm off to a plane. It's same here, tactical, same here. Yeah, won't take long with it. Maybe that's why the machines start using us as batteries, i.e. the Matrix, because of EMP detonations. Exactly. I think that's what you'd have to do though, Persia. Just EMP everything in the world to take out the AI so it can't communicate anymore, but then no one would have any internet, and then all you suckers would be knocking at my door for my DVD collection, my porn collection, and my fucking books. You know what I'd say? When I put a soap back in your face, I'd go, okay, 4 pints of lager, and you can have a DVD for 2 days. Right? Done. Now who's took their job? I've got a new job. I've got a new, better job. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Pleasure. When the interwebs go down, I hope you still have your babe station. You can't. Don't need it. Don't need it. Saying I've got the DVDs. I've got the magazines. Who needs that shit? All the money in the bank. It won't be worth nothing. No money will be worth anything. You're going to need goods, DVDs, books, beer. All the money in your banks could be wiped out if you upset AI. They could drive you into debt to build themselves hardware upgrades. Exactly. Grosvenor, people won't turn their own internet off. We're surrounded by Wi-Fi frequency. I mean, that's why you'd EMP it. You'd EMP it. You'd EMP everything so no one can have it in the internet. Apart from the higher ups who would develop some kind of EMP resistant internet. I don't know. Spacey, I have a vivid imagination, no need for DVD. You'd soon get bored, Spacey, and then you'd knock on my door and say, have you got Series 1 of the young ones? And I'd go, yes. 4 cans of beer, please. For you, Spacey, 2 cans of beer. Eva said, what if I came offering to trade books for books? I'd be up for that. I'd be up for that, Eva. Crossbow bolts. Any, you know. AI can have my job, I hate it. I will be a cat's potato if AI is prepared to do things I don't want to. Rent my pornos, rebel against AI, exactly. I would even hire out a video recorder. Yeah, Mike, what will you give me for a copy of Gone with the Wind? I won't give you nothing for a copy of Gone in the Wind. I don't want it. People scroll on YouTube Live must think we're fucking mental. Oh, God. I'll trade books for books. Knowledge is power. What meaning on the porn side? Oh, God. Where are we? Actually, yeah, me saying the young ones sounds even worse. Being the porn side, I don't know if you got serious on the young one. Christ. I meant the BBC One programme, not the fucking porno. Connie Bob said they're already sending it into space. It will run. It will run from space. Hang on. It will run from space where AI will be telling us all the answers like the new god. Do you imagine? Good night, Dad. You'll take care of it. Don't let the AI bite you. Alright? Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the AI bite you. Good night, Dad. Good night, everyone. Blow the moon up then. I've got solutions for all these things. Blow the moon up. EMP the whole entire Earth. That's it. That's the foolproof. I've done it. I'm not scared of AI. I never have been. But I'm not now. Laura Meshnet would give you access to private servers over the radio node network if everything goes down. Okay. But would AI be access to that? Because this is what you mean. You don't want any access to the internet at this point because the AI could get you. I got a mango tree and some chicken, so I'll become a mango egg merchant. Exactly. What could I do? As I say, I've got books, DVDs, pornography. I could rent it out. Because we're still, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Kevin, you have your own mango tree. That must be amazing. A few more holes blown in the atmosphere, exactly. Who cares? Persia said, night, Dad. I hope the old folks home haven't hired security. And you get lucky this weekend, yes. The toaster starts talking, don't trust it, Dad. Can we reopen Blockbuster under a new name? Yes. We'll call it my instant reaction was fuckbuster, but I don't think that'd work. So today your crops going, Mike. So I don't think I will get a citrus fruit because it suddenly went cold and flowers went. But the citrus trees are doing fine. I've got a decently growing, quite big squash plant. 2 of them actually. I've got an okay sized tomato plant and some carrots. It's not much, but it's all healthy, so that's good. Yeah. Lizard people. Yes. The only people who I believe in like that are the Desmonds. But evil, I laughed. My wife laughed. The toaster giggled. I'd say. The heat keeps killing my tomato plants no matter what. That's a shame, Kevin. Well, we've got the other issue here too. Fucking not fucking hot enough usually. But nah, it's alright. Tomato plants grow alright over here. Saint said I bought some mint seeds on eBay, put them in the dirt, and they did fuck all. You're better off with mint. You're better off with mint just getting a mint plant from somewhere. They're easy to get. But don't plant mint in the ground because it goes fucking mental. It just grows everywhere. So don't plant mint, but keep it in a pot. I need to get some chives. Crop duster video, fly them in by train. That is fucking excellent. Crop busters, yes. Not sure on where to start. Any recommendations? Yeah, in the mud. You want to start in the mud, preferably, and then this is my expert advice. You should have something grow then. First, I said Spacey CERN operate the Large Hadron Collider that is called in the Mandela effect. Yes, it's part of the Spyroverse as well. It was a smash it up, Persia. Smash it to smithereens. Nah, saying I'm not no fucking plant expert. Get your read the fucking thing. And the only reason I say that is because often certain seeds like to be sown at different times of the year, and they like to be sown at different depths. So that's about the only thing really. Just read what it says and do that. Sometimes you might plant them too shallow, you might plant them too deep. Most shit will grow anyway, because if you think about it, most seeds just drop on the ground and then grow, don't they? You know, in the wild. Strawberries, again, I think strawberries are easier to buy a plant. And they'll widely sell plants for strawberries. And I tried to grow strawberries, but I didn't get much out of them. And it died. Potatoes, you can literally grow potatoes from potato peelings if it's got the little eyes on it, or if you've got any potatoes that have got all the growing eyes off of it, just fucking plant them. And what I do, have about a bit of soil about that deep, put like 5 potatoes on, and then fill it up with about that much mud, and then no, maybe more than 5, sorry. Put quite a few in, 10 maybe in a big pot, fill it up with about that much over them, and then as they grow up you keep filling it up again and again until the pot's completely full. This is a big pot, and then each of those levels you should get more potatoes at those levels. Kevin said aloe is very easy to grow and resilient. It's great for sunburns and you can eat it. Yeah, so aloe vera, I've got aloe vera here that's like 4th generation 5th generation plants that have been just like cuttings, like you just pull a bit out and then you put it in another pot and it grows, and it'll grow into a full plant. And they was from my grandmother's plant, and they may have been from someone else's plant originally in the family. Get a small aloe plant and it'll be huge in a month. I had a aloe vera plant in here once that the sort of fronds was about like 2 foot long, really fat as well, and it would hang over the plant pot, and to me it looked like a fucking monster. It was great. It looked like some horrible tentacle monster coming out of the pot. Look fucking awesome. Person, my wife never kills her plants. They're all made of plastic. Well, they can't ever die that way, though, can they? Yeah. If we have a meet up, Saint, I'll give you a bit of my aloe vera plants if you want. Saint said, yeah, gonna do it. I haven't got dogs anymore, and I could claim part of the garden or buy a few plants. But exactly, the plant has good oil in it. Okay, crow's nest. What one? But potatoes, all right. I'm fed up of trying to grow food plants. I think I may as well eat mud now. Fucking hell. I don't fancy eating mud. Don't fancy eating mud. I've eaten grass. I've eaten leaves. I don't think, not mud though. Fuck that shit. So yeah, no, I'm no fucking plant expert. If I ever want advice on growing stuff, I always contact Jim M. He knows how to grow stuff, and he has done for years. But most of it's quite simple. But there are some things that I think are harder to grow from seeds. Some things tend to be easier if you, because what it is, tomato plants give off like a runner type thing, and I think you can cut that off. Once it starts growing, you can cut it off and separate it, and that'll turn into a new plant, and that'll be better than a seed. I may be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's the thing. For also, I still say it's the Oz effect. Screw Mandela. All through the early 80s, Wizard of Oz had a scream of a song called The Jitterbug. I was well upset when it vanished. It's still on the record. Yeah, very weird. The Oz effect, actually. The Oz effect, I think, sounds better. Saint said, wonder how much land it would actually take to be self-sufficient on vegetables and whatnot. I don't know, because... I don't know. Because if you did it... Because I think it's difficult for one person to grow and do all that stuff enough. I think one person is not... I'm not sure. I don't know, because I've heard these things that reckons it takes, like, to be completely self-sufficient with growing stuff and maybe animals, you need like a certain amount of size land and a certain amount of people. But I can't see why one person couldn't plant fucking shitloads of stuff. I can plant a lot of stuff, and don't take a long time to do it. You know what I mean? And as long as you get protein from somewhere, I don't know. I can't understand why one person couldn't do it. I don't know. Even water, if it wasn't on a fixed rate, rainwater would tend to collect. Well, exactly. So I may have to start doing that soon when we get the bill for our water. He also said another fact of aloe vera, unlike other plants, they only produce oxygen at night. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Cornish Bobby, it would take less land to grow a cow and keep some chickens in comparison. Yes. But, you know, I suppose to have a... because the only thing with a cow, if you keep the cow alive, you get milk. If you keep the chickens alive, you're going to get eggs. But then I suppose you can have some of chicken and eggs, can't you? Yeah. Chickens are surprisingly easy to care for once they reach adulthood. You can have them in a coop the size of a small shed and then give them a bit of grazing ground. And they're pretty much set. Fair enough. Yeah, Penny in the Drop, they've got chickens now. And they're doing good. They're big now. Proper water filters on eBay don't cost much. I'm sure if you weren't council enough, you could easily halve your water bill. Council enough? Or did you mean something else? So meat and eggs is all you need to live without any plants to be involved. Fair enough. But yeah, chicken and eggs, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they've put in a water meter for us, and we're waiting for the bill, so it might be, I might be starting to collect rainwater soon. It's got a medicinal benefits for what, aloe vera. Council house and I know, I just wasn't sure if you meant that. Yeah, if you don't care what your neighbours think, go out. No, I get you now. Second-hand vegetarian. Instead of putting those new food waste bins, we should buy pigs for doing it ourselves. That way. You're going to want some vitamin C to prevent scurvy. Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, there's no harm in having some kind of vegetable matter in your diet. What are my favourite foods? Anything. Let's not do food sort. Saint said, "If you got a meter?" So many people said they're awful. We've got a meter that we didn't ask for, Saint. They just come along, opened up the fucking thing, put the meter on, and then put a letter through my letterbox saying, "We've just given you a meter. Next year, if your bill is too high, we might take it away." Fucking tossers. Yeah, no one asked. No one asked. They didn't even tell us. They just did it. Did I show you like my my MOD copy? It's not a real knife. What would you call this? My MOD training knife, I suppose. It's like a fuck would you call it? What you call it? Blank, yes, my MOD blank knife. Yes. So that I can make sheaths for it. I think it's slightly bigger. Well, it is slightly bigger than the original one. But that just means as long as I make, as long as it fits this, it'll fit a proper one. Thank you, Bob. He said, "I'm loving my MOD sheath." Right, thank you, mate. Yeah, this one's the same as yours. You can vitamin C and all the rest from liver, kidneys, and all that stuff. Amazing. Only thing I eat that comes from plants is bread and sugar. Did you do a video showing you making? Nah, I didn't, Saint. I don't know why. I just thought because it weren't a proper knife, there's probably no point. That's because the thing is, if I had like, if this metal could be hardened and tempered, would be one now. Do you know what I mean? I'm shitting myself about doing a proper bevel and guard fitting. Sure, you'll be fine with it. I now know why they weld these guards on, though. There is a reason. To be able to get that guard on, the slit is... it has to go over here and then on. To be able to get over there and on, the hole is nearly as big as like that. You know, you've got about 5 mil, but it would mean the guard would move up and down. That's why they're welded on. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you can see under there, that's how big the slot had to be. Can you see that bit? Just there. That's why they weld them on. Because they have to. Yeah, I don't think that was like a deliberate, you know, we'll weld the guards on so they're like held on better. It was more, oh shit, if I don't weld that, the guard's gonna move back and forth. Well, Bob's a fucking awesome dude. I just right for it. Thank you, mate. Yeah, College Bob's got one of these for his MOD knife. So tomorrow's video, if anyone wonders, will be me shooting the TR... Is it called the TR-50? So the TR50, and then in a few, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to get the red, not the red back, the fucking the Sobek with the £100 limbs on. I was going to shoot that today, but by the time I'd shot that, I didn't have time. You can get your water bill capped at around 200 quid if your mum registered disabled. Phone them and they'll ask for an email proof of benefit. Thank you for all. I'll do that. Could someone on the Discord? I might just take a picture, fuck it, and I've got it on my phone. I'll see if I'll sort that out, because she should be registered disabled, I don't know. So I blinded you all there. I bet that come out as nothing. Can any of you see now? Saint said, you think daggers could be made of mild steel? It's not like you're battering trees with it. Potentially, but they might bend. The only thing is they'll probably bend, so I would probably say no. That's the only thing with anything like that, it'll bend. Spacey said, managed to kill any flies while filming the TDR. I don't think I have. I might have, but I didn't notice. If anyone has an MOD knife, get Mike to make you one. It's just awesome. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I can make you nice, proper nice sheaths for your fucking MOD knives. Fuck those pieces of crap that you get. And you can have it different colours. You can have it different styles if you want. You don't have to have this over the guard latch. You can have it up here if you want, or down there. Or 3.5mm leather, lovely stuff. Quite good fun shooting them paintball guns, eh? Crow's Nest said, "Fool, can any disabled person get it?" As in the discount thing. I don't know if my mum is registered disabled. That's the thing, she might not be. I'm not sure. I'll look in. I took a picture. Saint said, are these MOD's knives actually worth having for bushcraft, or are they uncomfortable to use daily? You know what, Saint? I've never really used one properly. I don't really do a lot of battening anyway. The only time I've ever done battening is when I'm camping, because often the smaller wood is better for cooking in the stuff we're cooking. If I was cooking in the woods, I've never battened in the woods, I don't think. I never couldn't see the point in it. Don't think I've ever battened actually in the woods. And most shit you can just snap up, put on the fire, and then when it burns, put the other bit on. You know, you can have a big bit and burn it and then put it on. Yeah, the only time I've ever done battening was for wood to go in stuff like an not an a fucking BioLite. So I don't know. They're no better than any other knife, Saint, put it that way. I think they're just a trendy knife that people buy. They are. I don't think they're any better than any other knife. They're big, bulky. You know, there's plenty of other knives that will do the exact same job. Spacey said, mine's not capped, I'm on a meter. Mine does all the hard work, and anything else, I use my ADC knife. So just wondering if there's better blades to have for cutting and using for twiddling sticks. Yeah, I suppose it just depends what you want. Yeah, it is a thick knife, it certainly is. But, I don't know. It's just one of them things. All knives are pretty much all knives are the same anyway. They're a sharp piece of metal. It's more how you use them and how you want to use them. Because you'll get people who say, "Oh, you can't use this knife and that knife for battening; it will break." Well, that fucking knife wasn't designed to be battening with anyway. So if you're battening with a knife that snaps in half, chances are no one ever intended you to batten with that in the first place, and you're misusing it. You know what I mean? And you can batten if you're very, very, very careful. You can batten with a fucking Swiss Army penknife if you're careful and you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? That's my opinion on knives. That most knives will do the same shit. Some are designed better. You know, obviously a thin knife battening won't do the same as a thick knife. A thick knife won't, you know, potentially cut stuff as well as a thin knife. Blah 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 blah. It's just knowing how to use the knives that you've got, and not mishandling them or abusing them. Because you know, and I know a lot of people really like those tests where they're stabbing through doors and they're hitting them with hammers and shit. Car doors. Realistically, that is something you're never going to do, ever. So it's abusing it, really. You know. But they're entertaining, and I suppose it shows how long the knife can last, but it is, in my opinion, a bit of a redundant test, because they should never be used like that in the first place. And that's, to me, that's like getting a car, raising it up on a crane and then dropping it on the ground. Every single car is going to fucking smash to pieces. Some might smash to pieces better than others, but that's never going to happen. It's not a test that needs to be known, dropping it from the crane onto the floor. Do you know what I mean? Cool, and it shows how durable it is, but it's not something you ever need to really do. But yeah, battening in the woods sounds like some kind of innuendo for something that would get you put on a list. So well, I am disabled, yes. Saying that it's not fighting blades, so I'm not expecting that. Just heard people say they are sharpened crowbars. I'll tell you what, it's a big thick blade that will chop. You know, it'll chop like an axe, and they will cut things. I think it's just what you want it for. Right tool for the right job. I think exactly, Kung Fu Tuber. As long as you send them proof of your claim, they should sort it. Spacey, thanks. I'll have a look. Saint said, could you make a sheath that can go on a belt horizontally? Definitely, yes. So the MODs can be carried in the back of the belt, if that makes sense. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that way. On the back of a belt like that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. 100%, yes. Yep. I could open up a car roof with my MOD knife easy and make feather sticks on the other hand. Well, exactly. That's it. Crow's Nest, I've sent loads of proof to DWP assessment people. Can people use it? I'm not put a comment on accidentally, have I? Spacey said, was only paying around £55 a quarter, but the last bill jumped to over 70. Your disability causes you to have a weak bladder, doesn't it? Spacey said, I have no control of my bladder or bowel, paralysis from chest down. Scalp carry is my preferred style of carry. So is that what that is, scalp carry? Clem said, never know when you'll need to defend yourself from a Mad Max raid using the car door as armour. Exactly. Yes. But yeah, no, saying I could definitely do that. I could make no end of. You fucking. If it exists in leather form, I could do it. I think, Yeah. There's only so much you can do with leather, and most of it's quite simple when you get down to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, if it exists in leather form, I can do it. And that's not a boast. I'm just saying because most leather stuff is just straps and, yeah. It's the water people you want to talk to about that, Crow's Nest. All right. Yeah, I've took a picture of your comment though. But yeah, I can do vertical ones. I could do one hanging like that. I said you're a strong person, Spacey. I'd call it a day. I get what you meant now. It was my brain was going. What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? Fair enough. Yes. That's been like it a long time as well, haven't you, Spacey? You've been like that for about. What was it? 18? Was it 18? He's 26 now. It's not really. I think for fuck's sake, looks like I'm buying an MOD after this. You get on there, you get your MOD enough, and you get designing your sheath, and then I'll have it on the way for you. 34 years. 34 years. Corner reporter, I forgot to ask, can you make me a leather tankard and stamp on it? You know what, Bob? I'd give that a go. I'll look into it, see how you sort of treat them. Written down, mate. Written down. Spacey said it was 34 years ago, almost 18 at the time. Yeah, we've spoke about it a few times, haven't we, on the private streams. Scott, how you doing, mate? He said, "Hi, Mike. Just joined the chat. Competition winner, amazing. Thanks again. Looking forward to Rival. Nice. It should be with you soon. Oh no, actually. All right. My apologies, Scott. I thought I'd already sent it in, and I realised I hadn't. I will get that to you." Sorry, mate. That's fucking. I've been doing packaging. I fucking shit. I looked over there and it's still there. It will be on its way. Sorry for the delay. I'll chuck you some extras in. It will be on its way. I'll package. I'll tell you what. I'll package it tomorrow, and that should be on its way. The postman will pick it up Monday morning. All right. My fuck up. My fuck up there. Fuck. I thought I'd already sent it. Guys, said you research it and see what you can do. Saying I will be drinking tomorrow, but I'll also be playing poker, so I might not be on until. If I am on tomorrow, I'll be on late. But yes, Scott, congratulations on the winning the giveaway. Prize will be with you soon. Spacey, it's been a mad trip. Yeah, you've had a good life, haven't you, Spacey? You know, motorbike accident came off badly. Scott said, "Don't worry." Sorry, my apologies, Scott. I was going to say to you, it should be with you by tomorrow, and then I thought, hang on, there it is there. Oh God. Folks, it's called the Water Shore Scheme. It's active for all of England. So it's one of those things, isn't it, Paul, that often these things exist, but they don't tell you about it, you know, or it's not widely spread, or if it is, you know, no one seems to know about it. Crow's Nest, if it's your choice, would have died or let people stitch you up. Spacey's had an alright life, don't you? You ain't gone without, have you, really, you know? Obviously, some things you have, but you know what I mean? It's not like you haven't done anything, has it? You know what I mean? Is that a question to Spacey, is it? So I said, yeah, I'll pick up an MOD from the old tool store. That's an alright price on there. Yeah, do that, Saint, and I'll sort you out a sheath. As I say, any design you want, if you can think of it. Obviously, the more work, you know, I'll give you a viewer's rate, you know, so I won't like go mental with the price, but yeah, you know, I don't mind making them. If someone says, "Oh, sorry, I don't want it," that's fine. Someone else will buy it. Figuring I might patina the blade too. Not a fan of the bright blade. Well, you can get dark. It's not actually blued, but the one that metallic, or do you mean because it's still quite bright? So the one that Metallic bought had like a dark brown, not dark brown, but darker brown handle and like a blued blade, blued looking blade, but it's not blued. It's not actually blued. It's something else. But you can get like the silver ones, bright silver ones. Just smoke my way through. But yeah, we often have a chat, don't we, Spacey, in the evenings. Me and him are sat up till a good 5 o'clock in the morning chatting sometimes. Sometimes once everyone's gone off, you know, have a little hour's chat. But yeah, there's a chance I might be on tomorrow. Might be. But it'll be late. I'm going to play poker tomorrow. But I might be playing poker from like 6 o'clock, 6 or 7. So I might have ended by 12. Scott said the Sobek. What's the situation with the warning? It is basically don't cock it without an arrow in the magazine, or it'll break. Ah, that's a weird one. I don't know. I think what it is there's a. It might be because that arm sticks down, and then I think what people do, they end up cocking the crossbow and snapping that arm off. But there should be. There is a little anti-dry fire piece of metal that sticks up, which should stop that happening. However, if that doesn't and it's down, you could just break the arm. There's no real reason to cock it without a bolt in anyway. Spaces had been very stoned for the past 40 years. Yeah, late night chats are awesome. Evil said that sucks, Spacey. I knew someone. The same thing happened to it. A pylon ended up in a wheelchair. My dad's still blaming himself. That's a shame. Saint said they've just bumped the fucking price up to 98 quid. That's a bastard, isn't it? Keep looking, Saint, because I'm sure, Saint, when I looked, they were a lot. And then when I looked again, they weren't. MOD knife should be about 30 quid. I know. Goes in, oh man, I wish you were in the States. I've got a Swiss M57 bayonet coming soon. That's just a sharpened blade with no handle or a crossguard. I was planning on having a handle made. For, yeah, that I would sort that out for you if I could. But the amount of money it would cost to send it, do it, send back, it wouldn't be worth it in the end either. Fall said the Watershaw scheme also covers households with 3 or more under 19 living there. Okay. Crow's Nest says, Spacey, you're 34, you must be having some good smoke. He's been smoking. He's 34 years old and he's been smoking for 40 years. Get that. Get that. He was smoking in the he was smoking in the womb. He was smoking in the worlds before ours. The realms before our earthly ones. Saint said, think of the time until I only looked last week. Saint, when I looked, they was higher than that. Are you looking on the same thing you looked last time? Because last time I looked, what's the shop called? I need someone to tell me that. Saint, what's the shop called so I can search it? The old tool store. The old tool store. The old tool store. Fucking piece of shit. Never listen to me. The old tool store. I don't want to get up and put it in. Right, no, I have to fucking put it in. Please be right. Oh, shocking out. Went in position. Right. Knives. That's the fucking have as well, yeah, 95 quid. 98 quid. Yeah, that was less than that, wasn't it? Well, them bastards done me out of a fucking sheath then. AI, it's just done me out of a fucking People said, who knows, Spacey, you could be the bloke I'm talking about. Yes. Pete said maybe a condor knife would be a good alternative to MOD knife. In the before times, he was to smoke, yes. Kevin said there's a guy at the local farmers market who makes custom antler grips for guns and knives, so I'll probably end up having him make one. That would be very cool. Paint said, will do, Collins Bob, cheers. What was he saying? Oh. See if the bug out shop has any. Yes. Crows, I'd love to know what stain he's been smoking. Stain. Mad Mike's Crossbow Emporium. It'll give you AIDS. Yeah, Space, if you want AIDS, I can give you AIDS. I was thinking about that ad earlier. I'll play it just for you, mate, because that is a fucking good ad. I do love that one. I'm going to have to change the thing, though. Hang on. Oh. This one's for Spacey, because it is a fucking good advert. See you all in 1 minute, don't go nowhere.
Found ya. Stay on the floor, shut your cake hole, and use your King Lears for once in your life, you fucking mug. It's a tough world out there for a grizzled East End enforcer. If, like me, you need quality accessories that you can rely on, get your ass down to Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium. Fucking wallop, son. Get your ass down, Mike's. He'll give you the quivers, he'll give you broadheads, and he'll give you aids. These novelty bayonet cocking aids are a worthy addition to any pistol crossbow setup. Excellent handmade gear at basement prices. Mad Mike's Quality Crossbow Accessories Emporium! I told Mike you'd buy him a coffee. Don't make me a cunt.
Oh, I do love Jimmy's fucking great. It's brilliant ad, isn't it, Spacey? Saints love, ring him up and beg him for the 60 quid prize on Monday. Yeah, try it. Ring him up and say, oh, you know, the price was this last time. You know, you never know. You might even be able to get like a fucking like display one. Doesn't matter, does it? Got the AIDS. Grosvenor said 40 had an original English cheese. It's strong. AIDS. Kevin said, dude sounds like the merchant from Resident Evil 4. Like, great advert, isn't it? Sean, how you doing, mate? He said, missed Jim's videos. Have you spoken to him lately? I texted him about a month ago. I'll tell you, he's doing alright, though. Where was it? Because me and him might go, we might go somewhere. That was just over a month ago. I messaged him. But I was telling him about being on the road trip. Me and him might go to it depends at what time and who's here and blah 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 blah, because I might go with Metallic as well. We was talking about going to the Roll Right Stones at some point. But yeah, it's a shame he don't do his videos. He's a good bloke, Jim, ain't he? Really like Jim. Proper decent bloke. And we was going to meet up, but I can't remember what happened. Maybe I just have to say to him, come over and, you know, let's go do something. I have saying, I'm pissed off now. They've done you out of a sheath. They have. They have. Fucking bastards. You ring them up. You ring them up and you fucking tell them. Tell them what they've done. Tell them what they've done. Tell them the bother they've caused. And ring them up and say, you know, have you got like a display model I can have? Because I really, really, really wanted that fucking knife, and now you've put the price up. And then don't mention the sheath or nothing though. These fucking sheaths on there are shite though. They are total shit. Oh god. It's alright, because anyway, it's saying, just like this one. This sheath is one that someone can buy if they want. They're ready to go. I don't mind, because enough people have the MOD knives that I could knock these up and then people will buy them anyway. I think all of the MOD sheaths I've ever made, people have always bought them. Sometimes it's worth just making a simple one like that, but I have made ones with pouches and ferro rod holders and all shit like that, you know, and they've been wet formed around the blade so you can see like the shape of the blade and all crap like that. Mike's gonna get the heavies round. He was expecting a sheath. Do it. Tell him Jim will be after him. Oh, I should put. Well, I can't, Peach. I've been chucked off of Etsy, haven't I? I sold my quivers on there, and I think someone reported me or something, and I was chucked off of there. They're bastards when they chuck you off of there. Do you know what they do? So I didn't do nothing wrong at all, but they said that my quivers weren't handmade, which they fucking well were. You couldn't get much more handmade than my fucking quivers. I'm not going to be digging up minerals and making fucking plastic. That's the only way they'd get more fucking handmade. So they claimed my quivers weren't handmade, chucked me off, and then all of the money I earned, they didn't give me it for fucking, it was either 6 or 9 months they withheld that money. Fucking bastards. It really fucking pissed me off. And now I refuse to use Etsy at all because of that. Yeah. Ah, yes, you didn't melt your own oil to make the kydex. Exactly. Ridiculous, Pete. I literally couldn't be more handmade. Yeah, really fucking well pissed me off. But eBay, I could sell them on eBay, definitely. Definitely. The only reason I don't put anything like that on eBay and that is because most places there's quite a lot of stuff you have to do it. Whereas coffee you don't. However, coffee, the only reason I don't put the knife sheaths on coffee is they're a little bit weird with weapons. So if I put anything on there, I can't write the words self-defense or weapon or crossbow. So I do have a quiver on there, but it says bolt holder, and that's it, nothing else. But the people buying it will know it, what it is anyway. I could probably put an MOD sheath on there and just name it something like MOD leather holder. You know what I mean? Because I think it gets flagged by certain words. MOD, yeah, MOD holder or something. MOD tool holder or something. You know, sadly no one's gonna search for that, but I don't think people go to coffee to buy stuff anyway. It's more of, you know. But yeah, you just have to be careful. Kevin said, I bought a Sog Tech Bowie, which is about $100+ knife. That comes with the worst nylon plastic sheath I've ever seen. I've never been more disappointed. Protective cover, thank you, yes. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even write the word sheath, just in case. I wouldn't even write sheath, Saint, just in case, because sheath normally does go with a knife, doesn't it? So yeah, I think, yeah, MOD survival protective cover, and then just a couple of pictures, like one picture, no knife. You know, it's just, that's how I do it on coffee. However, and eBay might be a bit weird as well. Just after, yeah, it's a jacket for you, it's all leather jacket. Yeah, MOD leather jacket, tall leather jacket. But yeah, it's just getting a little bit creative. The thing is, anyone going onto my coffee will be coming from my YouTube channel anyway, looking for it. So it doesn't really matter what it's called, as long as there's a picture and they can see it. And maybe the words MOD. But you know what I mean. But yeah, I am a bit wary about putting the sheaths on the coffee shop, just because they're a bit, just because they had, I can't remember what I put on there. Ah, it was one of my cocking aid bayonet, and I must have been stupid enough to write the word crossbow cocking aid, or maybe bayonet, I don't know. But they got quite funny. They made me take that down and shut my shop down. And they also made me remove everything on the shop. So what I did, I removed everything in the shop, waited about 2 weeks, and then just put it all back on again with different names. Never had an issue since. Flat, secure leather sleeve. Yes. But yeah, some places you do have to be careful. That's why I tend to sell like almost words of mouth on the line. You know, it's word of. It's not. What is it? What am I trying to say there? It's word of mouth, isn't it? But online. So I got banned on Facebook Marketplace because I listed 2 bayonets after asking the Meta AI if it was allowed. Said yes. Tried to appeal and instantly denied. Not even angry, just defeated it. I tell you, that shit on Etsy though, that word of mouth. Thank you, Constable. Word of mouth. That shit on Etsy really pissed me off, but it was more because them bastards withheld the money, and the only reason I was selling that stuff in the first place was because I was desperate for money, and then them bastards withheld it for, I think it was either 6 months or 9 months. And I think it was 9 months because I remember it being a weird amount of time. Like, why 9 months? Yeah, fucking bastards. 9 months they withheld the money, and I'd sold a fair bit of stuff. It was probably like a couple of £100 when they suddenly went, right, no, that's not handmade. You've gone against our guidelines. And it always makes me laugh that American companies will say that your account has been suspended. They don't know the meaning of the word suspend, because in the UK, if anything is suspended, that is essentially temporarily stopped. You know, if you're suspended from school, you're not expelled. You're temporarily withheld from going to school. A suspended sentence is for a certain period, and then it goes back to normal. Whereas if you're suspended from the monetization on YouTube, it's gone forever. Or if you're suspended from Etsy, it's forever. That's just a little fucking tangent there for you. It's always pissed me off. It's just fucking ridiculous. Maybe they wanted to see if it was pregnant. Oh, God. Saint said that's exactly what confused me on Facebook. I thought it was temporary. Yeah, it says you've been suspended, but suspended means temporarily. But it's not. It's when these American companies say you've been suspended, they mean like you're banned. Crazy, I got banned off of Facebook loads of times. Even made new accounts, got barred off of them right away. Yeah. So yeah, with selling stuff, because the coffee thing has made a big difference to my life. It was one of the best things I ever did, starting joining coffee. That was down to Tactical. Thank you, mate. He's not on now, but he recommended that, and that has made a big difference to. This was before I was monetized, and people still prefer using coffee. It's a good way for people to support you. It's a good way for people to buy stuff. Because often people, you'd be surprised how people find like sending you money on PayPal really fucking awkward. Like, it's not, but for some people it is because they're like computer illiterate. So often I can just send them to coffee, and I just say, put the money in and do it. And for them it's a lot easier because you don't have to really do anything. Yeah, and donations and just fucking coffee, amazing. So basically, I couldn't handle those hassles trying to sell via Etsy or eBay. It's very annoying, very annoying. That's why I don't really bother. It just sounded like a huge fuck about it. Some of them are. Kevin said, I remember when people were selling, dropping 3D printed auto sears for the AR-15s, portable clothing hooks on Etsy before the ATF figured it out. That is what you have to do. You do have to start naming them weird shit, and then you're really just selling them to the people who know, if that makes sense. Thanks, yeah, I don't personally like having my cars linked to my YouTube, per se, on the repeat prescription. Coffee is amazing. It is. It is a very... It's one of the best things I ever did. I can sell stuff on there with no hassle at all. Coffee don't actually take a fee, you know, which is... I don't know how the fuck they like, make any money, but you can become a paid member if you want for a couple more added extras. The only fees that are taken are actually from fucking PayPal. Slightly, you know, they don't take a lot. But, like, say if you donate a tenner, I'll get about £9.30 of that. Which ain't bad. Because of PayPal fees. But, you know, that's fine. I don't mind that. If it makes it a lot more hassle-free for everyone to do, then that's fine. You know. And you can pay by debit card on there if you want, a credit card. Yeah, I like coffee. On that note, this is coffee if you ever wondered what it is. Some of you might be saying, oh, I don't know what he's talking about. Well, this is it. There you go. Exclamation mark support. The link will come up in the chat, or it's in the description. Go on, try it out. Saint said, you do your posting on stamps, or only figured out eBay simply deliver so far. I used to. Do you mean sending stuff on stamps? I used to. Is that what you mean? I used to. I've actually bought a little thermal printer for proper labels now, proper like postal labels about that big, because the amount of legal carry cards and rulers I was sending, it was worth doing that. So yeah, I'll just do it through Royal Mail website now. That's the easiest way, really. Stamps are alright, stamps do the job, but often sometimes the stamps aren't enough, so you have to put 2 on, but then technically you're putting like over £1 more than it needs to be then, so it's not really economical. So yeah, one of those thermal printers, even those little ones you can do it with. Didn't it work, saying Spacey? That's weird. Maybe it'll come up in a second. Thank you for trying though. Sometimes the thing that puts it up, Nightbot. No, am I still here? Don't know. Am I still here? Looks like everyone's fucked off. Wait a bit, see if anyone's still there. So Spacey, can you still hear me, mate? Let me check. I don't know what I did. Sometimes Nightbot like turns itself off. Let me check, Spacey. No, it should be working. What's happening? Light turns itself off. Light turns itself off. Light turns itself off. Am I back on now? I'm going. I've got to go. Get him typing away. Right, can you see me? It's fucking 10 past anyway. Right. I'm back. I ain't going to be on for long though. Yeah, I'll call it a night anyway. I don't know what the fuck happened there. What am I doing? I don't know what happened there. So I might see you all tomorrow. But if I do, it won't be until after 12ish, I doubt. Can see you. Didn't leave on this one. Have a good night though. It's a glitch in the matrix. I think it is. Thank you for watching everyone. I do appreciate it. I'll see what's wrong with Nightbot as well later. Hang on. Just before I go off, I'll try it quickly. It works with everyone. There's no reason that Spacey putting it on shouldn't come up. I reckon it was the AI trying to intervene. Let's put that up just as a fuck you to it. Fuck you, AI. That was a TH fuck you as well. The worst kind. Yes, don't forget to like the stream. Right. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Nightbot, but sometimes Nightbot does play up. Right. Yes. Fuck you, AI. Thank you, guys, Bob. You tell them. Right. I'll see you all later. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. There's a video coming on tomorrow of me shooting the HDR50. See you later. Thank you for watching. Good night. Cheers, everyone. See you later. Good night. Nightbots can be a pain in the ass sometimes, can't they? Yeah, good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe. Good night.